Day 478. The day rating is 7. Got up at 4 this morning to go for the hike. So we got up at 4, walked the pup, and we were getting ready. Got out just after 5 o'clock. I was running a little bit late. My friend was here, picked me up, and we drove to Sedona. Probably 5:15. I think we left here. They were looking for coffee, and he said coffee doesn't open till 5. So I was like, all right, well, just let me know when you want to stop and get coffee. We can get you coffee. We got no problem. I feel like we're plenty early. And then we got to Sedona around 6:30, close to 6:40, 6:30. Got to Bell Rock, got our hiking backpacks on, and we were hiking around. Took her up part of the trail, hiked about halfway around, came back, got down the trail briefly, and then found another spot to hike up. So we hiked up a little bit, about halfway again, had a little snack, we're chatting a bit, hiked back down, came back to the car, and then we headed over to Slide Rock. And Slide Rock, you gotta kind of walk in. It's not like right there, so you gotta hike in, hike down a little bit. And we were looking for a spot, and they were just kind of blown away. I felt bad. I mentioned to my friend that the water's running, so it's really cold. And they thought it meant cold as in you don't want to jump in cold, but it's just cold. I wouldn't say it's to the point where you can't jump in. There's a ton of people jumping in. And so they didn't bring their swimsuit. But I was like, I'm going to jump in a little bit. I'm sure if anything, the legs are going to feel refreshed and get that almost like an ice bath. I don't know if it was as cold as an ice bath. I don't know if it was below 55, 54 degrees. Might have been 58, 60, somewhere in there. And so we walked around a little bit, let my friend check it out. And I said, hey, there's a little cliff, I think, on this side, and you can hear people kind of yelling and splashing in. What I remember, the cliff was about 15 feet tall when I was, I think, 10, maybe 12. And I didn't know if this was the same spot, so we walked over there. And the cliff looked definitely bigger. And then when I walked over there, the cliff was definitely more than I was expecting. It looked more like a 30-foot drop than a 15-foot. And I was like, yeah, you know what? This is just a little bit too much for me that I'm prepared for today. So hiked back over, found a little spot, slowly walk in. I think the water's about 4, maybe 5 feet deep. And we just walked in about to waist high just to get acclimated to the temperature of the water. And then we were just sitting there talking a bit. We walked out and said, let's go check out a little bit of the slides, quote unquote, the natural slides. And so we grabbed our stuff, walked over a little bit more, watching a couple people, how they were going down. And so we tried it a little bit. So we went down one slide and then just kind of sat in the end, stuck our feet in the water. And it just felt nice to just be away from the city a little bit, away from that busyness, the hustle bustle, and just sit down, be around the green trees and the openness, put our phones away. I mean, that's always what I enjoy, is being able to put my phone away, not feeling attached to it. And then we got up, went back to our stuff, dried off a bit, and we're both kind of saying, I'm hungry. And so we were hiking out. My friend grabbed some ice cream at the little convenience store, and then we were on our way out, and both were saying, yeah, we're still pretty hungry. So it took about an hour to get to Camp Verde from there. And there's a bunch of little gas stations and restaurants, like fast food. So we found one where there was a McDonald's, gas station, Little Caesars, Subway, really close if not connected together. So they wanted pizza, and they said, let's share a pizza. I said, okay, great. So we went over to get the pizza, and there was only one person working there. So the guy came around and said, hey, you know what? I'm the only one here right now. Sorry, so we're kind of closed. So I'm guessing he was just taking online orders. That way he can just see what it is and make it. And when the people came in, they would be ready. So I'm guessing if we would have downloaded the app, ordered a pizza or two, whatever we wanted, it would have been ready in 10 or 15 minutes. But we were just, let's go get something else. And so went to the gas station, grabbed a fountain drink. I can't remember what they grabbed. It was a soda. I grabbed a Gatorade. I think it was a lemon lime Gatorade or Powerade, whichever one it was. And then we came back to Subway, got a sub, sat down, ate the lunch, jumped back on the road, came back, got back around 3:30, 3:45. I was playing with the pup a bit, but then I saw that she started chewing on the carpet. I wasn't happy about that. So, kind of put me in a little bit of a bad mood after the long day. Didn't get much sleep. Only, went to bed around 1, got up around 4. I think it was 1:30 last time I saw the clock. It's about 3.5 hours of sleep. When did the adventure, came back. Pup chewed on the carpet, was not happy about that. Oh, so I just took a shower. Tried to shake it off a bit. Took the pup for a walk around 6:30. And it was still pretty warm, which I felt bad about. I got those little boots that I could put on her, but I don't know if the boots are going to help. It's just still really warm. I mean, I try to keep her in the shade as much as I can, but the heat just, it hits you anywhere you're at. And I told myself to go run. I don't think I'm going to run. I just got a little burnt. I mean, my shoulder's just a little bit red on both sides after being around Slide Rock on the water. I put sunblock on for the hike, and I took the shirt off to go in the Slide Rock, and I didn't reapply any kind of sunblock. And of course, right here is where it hit me. The rest of my arms and legs are fine. But I think I'm just going to call it easy, call it a day for the day, and not get any kind of run. And hopefully get to bed early tonight and wake up early and be able to walk the pup and get my run in for the day. And go from there. So we'll see what time I get to bed tonight. I'm already feeling tired. I feel like I could go to sleep right now and probably pass out for 10 or 12 hours. So we'll see what happens. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.